fairly new, so hopefully. Jesus, did it smash? Oh no, it's alright. There we go. That's alright. Good morning, everyone. Look, we've had a light. We've had a light dusting, as you do in this country. Today we got some testing to go and do. It's James's birthday and he's coming to work. Good lad. So look, I picked him up a little cable tongue pro because he hasn't got one of these, and I bought this and no one's given me this for free. Okay, so we're gonna go and get him. We'll give him that and we'll get on with the job. James has got his hat with him today. Here he comes. Morning, mate.
Morning.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Look, there you go. That's for you, mate.
Thank you.
And I actually bought that. Yeah, I nearly crashed the van. You know, I dropped you off on Friday?
Yeah.
2 deer ran in front.
Really?
So I haven't looked in the back. They literally ran across me and I literally went between them, and then one went left and one went right. So I haven't looked in the back yet, but no. Should we go and get a coffee first? Yes. Yeah. Okay. First things first, what's he got on? Oh dear, look. I think these are the ones you got me, mate.
Yeah, that's okay.
Look, black. James.
I couldn't find any.
Boo. What's it like in here then? Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah, see that? That was at the back. Oh my God. Yeah, I think we... Yeah, that was the deers that did that. Okay. Where's the where's the bag? Right, here we go. We are here. Have you got a light switch in this room? This is called the Higgledy Piggledy house. There we go. Wall light, cottage. Even I can touch ceiling. Look. James is going to be hitting his head today. Here's the board in here. I'll just hit my head. Here's the board. Plastic, 16th edition. Dual RCD, which is good. So hopefully means we've got no neutral earth faults to find. We will whip this off. This is most likely going to be a TT, so there should be an earth spike somewhere. But it has had a rewire at some point. The cables look fairly new, so hopefully... Jesus, did it smash? Oh no, it's alright. There we go. That's alright. Hopefully, it shouldn't test out too bad. I'm going to get James now to go round. He's going to start up in the 3rd floor because there's 3 floors. Put your shoes on, mate. Put your shoes on. Really? Yeah, I think she only took them off because of a bit of snow, but look at the floor. Jesus. We've got a lot of downlights here. I'm not sure if these are fire rated. We'll have to check those because we've got habitable rooms above. We've also got habitable rooms here. There's a lot of downlights done here, here, and then we got another bedroom up here. Not worried about them spots, but we will check connections, and there's some pendants. So James is going to go around first, take all the lamps out, and we're going to get on with it. So we got cover off. It looks as if this installation has been rewired, okay? Obviously we got new colours. I don't know what the standard is, but we probably need to do something with that. That's probably just the age of the building. It just keeps crumbling in. Obviously there's no IP rating at all on this board, but it's out of reach. I can get my finger right in the board there, which isn't great, look. But we will hoover all this out, but we're going to get on with the testing now. What have we got? Cooker, central heating, lights, ground floor, smokes, lights, 1st and 2nd, and then ring, kitchen, ring circuit 1 and 2, and ring circuit ground floor. So 1, 2, 3. That's pretty poor, isn't it? Put in all the what they've done, James, is 1 RCD. If that was to trip, you lose absolutely every socket in the house. Look, they put them all on 1 RCD, which is really poor. It's just poor design, really. Right, we'll get these stripped and see what we can do. Right, I'm shocked. We've got a PME earth. We've got an isolator, which is nice, and then the tails are running up through the side there, and then they come out inside of the house. So We'll take it as 100 amp BS 1361 type 2. We'll take that as the you've got to sort of take that at face value. Don't know what that's doing. That's obviously some sort of smart meter. Not sure if that's there, but lovely. So that's where that meter is, out there. That's where the tails come up. Look, they come up here and then they loop over into the board. Right, let's go and see how James is getting on. James, I'm coming up. Let's see how you're getting on. Where are you? Have you got your shoes on?
No, it's at the bottom. Between the carpet.
How is everything?
It's good.
If you have a look, oh, we got grommets on this one then, have we? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's just dirty. That's how the box is corroded. Yeah. It's really rusty, but that's just because the building's really damp. But yeah, that's alright, isn't it? Looks alright. That one's about the same.
That one's the same, yeah.
Yeah, that's alright. At least they've got grommets on this one. Cool. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, fine. You can put them back, mate.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, I'm going for a wee-wee. Well, I'll talk you through this one circuit. So, circuit number 1, cooker, okay? Cooker. So type of wiring's PVC, okay? PVC on PVC. So we're going for an A. And then reference method, we don't know, okay? So that'll go down as a limitation because we didn't install it. We don't know how it's installed, if it's clip direct, if it's run for insulation. We're not going in the lofts. So cooker is going to be 2 points because you've got the outlet below the cooker and you've actually got the cooker isolation switch himself. So that's 2 points. And then looking at this, it looks like a 6mm, okay? 6mm cable, twin and earth. 60898 type B because it's an MCB. And he's rated at 32 amps. Short circuit capacity is written on the front there, generally 6 KA. I don't know if anybody knew this. See there? I don't know if you guys knew this. This is what I was told. So that's your KA braking, and see that number 3 there? That means that this can take 3 trips. And then after that, you're meant to replace this breaker. I don't know if anyone knew that, but that denotes 3. Completely tell me if I'm wrong, but that is 3 trips, and then this should be replaced, okay? How you know that it's tripped 3 times, nobody knows. But after 3 overload trips or fault trips, this should be replaced, okay? That's what that means. Maximum disconnection time, 5 seconds. We'll go and check actually it's 0.4, it's got a socket outlet on it. And RCD rated at 30 milliamps. Now we can get on with some actual testing. Well, I've just linked out my R1 and R2. We'll do the RN as well because obviously the neutral is a conductor that likes to burn out and not a lot of people check it. There is no socket outlet. Alright, I'll have to just whip that front off quick. Well, I've nulled my meter out. We're now testing between R1 and R2. Are you down here, James? Are you down here? Is it down? Are you down here? Yeah. Press that button for me, mate. On here, in the kitchen. Kitchen. I would press it, but I got I'm filming it. Oh Jesus, what's going on? Do it again, mate. That's better. 0.17. And when I do my earth loop, what I'll do is we'll test it here, but we'll put the earth on the oven somewhere, so we know we're not pulling this oven out, but we'll make sure the oven is earthed via the connection plate down the bottom there. We just done our ZS at the outlet here. We had 0.30. We then did it off of the sort of a grill railing there, and we got 0.33. So know the oven's got a good CPC connection. So this is scruffy, but it's actually nicely done. Look, at least he's doubled over all of his connections. I see a lot of time these are jammed in there single. It's not biting down at all. But at least he has done a neat job on that. My central heating now. Right, we're just working through. We've got the boiler on because it's freezing cold. We just dropped this light down. It's an old JCC It's nicely made off, look, nothing hanging out. So this is a proper electrician that's done these. As you can see there, there's a fire seal in there. Look, see that like red? So that means even if you can't read it on here, that's your fire rated downlight, okay? I've also got a seal there, and that would be your intermittent pad, that if there was a fire, that would swell up and fill up this with the black horrible fire sort of sealant stuff. But we can do some readings off these lights now. Just working our way around the lighting. He's done a nice job actually, the guy that's rewired this. It has been rewired, these haven't been retrofitted, so all the spots have been wired for because he's taken feeds to the switches. And then these aren't class 2, so they need an earth, and we've got an earth connection there, which is great. Right, we're just checking this smoke alarm circuit. This is the one in the top loft. Ionisation should be an optical because it's in the corridor. This isn't electrically bad, but for fire safety it is. That's in the wrong place. It should be up there. So it should be up there rather than being down here, because if there was a fire in the bedroom, the smoke's going to come out and go up here. It's not going to hit that. It will eventually hit that, but it's not going to in the first instance. There isn't one in the bedroom itself. And then out here should be an optical, and they are also out of date, so it should have been done March 2019, and it's also in a really crap place for changing it. Look, we've got to fit a new shaver light. James has taken that one off, so we'll nip to TLC in Oxford because we have got a job to do this afternoon actually, so get this one done. We're rattling through this. It's actually testing out all right. I'm glad it has been rewired, otherwise it would have been a nightmare. Yeah, we still got the rings to do yet, so I'm probably jumping the gun there. Right, I'm going to link this lighting out. Yeah. All the metal plates are earthed. We've checked a lot of them; they're all earthed. If you didn't want to physically check them, you could just get your fly lead out, connect it up the board, and then come to the screw. As long as you've got an earth reading to the screw, you know either the face plate or the back box is earth, which will bring the earth through to the face plate there. Right, as I was saying, things were going well. Just a minor one. They've done a plasterboard wall, and James, put your light on, thank you mate. Plasterboard box, and this is not earthed, okay, it needs earthing, so we'll have to put a little fly lead or disconnect these, bring them forward, but they've got a lot of 2 ways and 2 switch lines out of here, so there's quite a few cables in there. We'll probably just put a little fly lead to that box. Well, we just put the fly lead on that one. We said we better check this one. Look at that. Oh yeah. They're not even done up. Look, the screw's fallen out. Look, vibration. I don't know why is that falling out, but I'll have to put these around the right way now. Right, we are moving on. It's going so far, so good, apart from the few little bits. Right, 0.00 is too small, so we know that isn't the right reading. So I've re-nulled the leads. So that's about right. 0.25. Then we're going to find the corresponding neutrals. Here. Pull them out. Long nose. Long nose. .27. So if we give them a little squeeze, hopefully we can get them the same as the lines. 0.26, that's getting there. So that's good. 0.26, and then we'll go with his CPCs. So he's individually sleeved them, but if you look there, see where he's pushed that through, and he's bit down on the sleeving a little bit. It has burst through, so it would have been, it would have given you continuity, but never great. They are 1, 2. That's really high, isn't it? That's really high. 1.02. So we're gonna have to go around a couple of sockets now and see why that's so high. Just doing a bit of scouting out on this high CPC reading. I found these, look, these under here. Here's what it is, you know. I wouldn't have stuck all this under the sink, but hey ho. So, I don't know what these are doing. So we'll have to find out what they're doing, if they're live or whatever. And then over here, I'll just knock this socket off. As you can see, you've got the same bloke. Live's biting down on the PVC there, look. So I'll remake these off and then we'll check our readings again. So we've re-terminated this one. We've done the check. It's marginally different. This one's the same, look at that. And these are long enough, I think. Right. You! 0.41, mate. Woohoo! That's better, isn't it? Right. That was that little fella there that he'd bit down on that plastic PVC sheathing. Look, just there. So I think this electrician's blind. So we've done our R1, R2, so 0.41 plus 0.64. Start again. James loves it under pressure.
5/4
equals 0.26. So if we go through to our sockets now, so it's first and second floor. When I plug this tester in, because I've done our figure of 8 at the board, what was it, James? We should be getting something in the region of 0.26. No. Massively out. All right, give this a little wiggle jiggle in the socket. Okay, we're getting there. This is just really crap sockets. Look, that one's on the cank. 7.2. That's rubbish. 5.7. It's that side now. Rubbish. So this is like poor accessories. What I'll do is I'll pop this off and I'll do the reading behind and I'll show you the difference. I've just quickly jumped to this one. James is bringing me up some tools. Look, 0.26. Yeah, that's where we want to be. I just don't think these get used, you know. 2.5. They're so rubbish. The quality of these sockets. Can you whip that one off, mate, please? This one. I think these are like the cheapest of the cheap. So that'd be dirty contacts or loose contacts where they get overused. Look, if I was to put pressure on that, look, it's rubbish. So if you're getting this, you can either change socket or do your reading from behind. 4.5. It's going to be the sockets. There's got to be one over here, isn't there? Surely. No. Okay. This one, single, bit better quality. Look at that, perfect. Hey, God, mate, it's lovely, just feels lovely and tight. And then upstairs, up here, this one, there you go again. Turn the socket on, Chris. 2.9, get that a bit better than that. And obviously, if you've got a ridiculously high reading, that might indicate that you've got a spur off the ring final, yeah? And then once you've done this, this is also your polarity check at your socket, yeah? Someone's changed all these, look. God, that one's overused. Look, there's even fluff coming out of it. 3.2, that's been shoved behind some sort of cabinet. 3.3, so we're not a million miles off. This is one of them rubbish ones again, that. Jesus, that's high. That might be a Spur. 3.7, that's better. It could be the switch as well. 7.6. And then this one. You had these ones off, didn't you? This one you had off, didn't you? Yeah, this was on the ring. Yeah, it's good. We'll quickly run down to that one. 2.8. We'll run down to that one. Did you rip that one off, yeah?
Did you? Half the one attached to it.
Has it? Oh dear. They've plastered it in, have they? Jesus, look at that. Nice. That's the way of shorting out the connections, isn't it? So if we that looks all right. Right, hold that mate, please. Let's take this earth out a minute. Check he's not done his classic. The reading's fine. We'll just check to make sure he hasn't bit down on that PVC again. She has done that. See that? Straight out of there, look.
Yeah.
So he's bit down on there, so we won't push it in as far. Like that. That's all you need to do. Okay. Let's tighten him right up. There. Check that one. Check that one. 2 probes on the tester. You brought the wrong colour up, James. It's fine, I'll let you off. So go between there and there. We're looking for 0.26. 38. That could be dirty, couldn't it? Jesus, what's going on? Do it again, mate. 2.6, there we go. Okay, it's just dirty socket, dirty contacts, basically. Right, he's all screwed back. You've just seen we've hoovered him out. We've hoovered the whole cupboard out. The only thing is there's some holes in here. I'm not worried about it. It's in a cupboard. It's not accessible. It's right above. If there was gashing holes in here, I might put something down, but I'll just put this down. There is holes, but you physically got to get in the cupboard to touch it. And it is, you know, up in that top cupboard there. So I'm not going to worry. I'll put that down as a C3. There isn't actually a lot wrong with this place. All the wiring checks out fine. That's it really. There's probably one thing in here. The socket's a little bit loose. It's not loose, but there's a little bit of a gap, look. So that's because the screws are so long, it just moves. So what I'm going to do is just going to white silicone this socket onto the wall. That'll cover that up. Apart from that, it's okay, you know, it's not the worst. It is what it is on this one. So let's move on to the next job. Right, we haven't left yet. James has just put up the new light. Let's go see how he's got on this time. James, how's the light looking? Oh, lovely. We haven't just filmed this, have we?
No.
No, we haven't filmed this at all.
Is it the same either side?
Is it down? That's it, yep. They must have 2 like safety catches on that holds the light off.
Really?
Can it go one way? No, the other way. It's the other way, isn't it? See these, look, curve. That's it. Don't snap it. Is that right? Looks rubbish. Look at the picture.
Oh,
Yeah, the gap. That's right, that's the right way. Let me do it. Snap it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah? That's it, isn't it? There we go, look.
Yeah.
Jesus, there we go. So you got the 230, 115. There's your on off. Beautiful, nice job, James, nice job. All right, next job, James is opening the gate and it's fresh snow, so it'd be really childish of me to do any sort of donuts in there, wouldn't it? Bit of drifting in the van. Gotta have a laugh, gotta have a laugh. Right, we're going in. We're going to rip out old PIR. We've got to install Kinetic switch. We'll show you when we get in there. James can do this one. Right, so the building manager phoned me up and he said this light is on constantly in this cupboard. What do you think? Is it on? How can you see? Where? Oh yeah, look. He's right, look. So we came before. It's a really crap setup. Look, they got one sensor up there and one up here. That one was actually faulty, so we just took it down, got rid of it, and that one was working. Now this one's gone faulty. They literally won't switch off. So what we're going to do is we are simply going to, because he's happy with it and we're happy with it, we're going to put a little G-Wiz box up there where that sensor is, bring the cable in the back. There's a 3-core earth up there, so literally there's a CPC, a neutral, a feed in and a switch line out. we're then going to fit a Kinetic receiver, and then we're going to pair up two switches, one switch probably here somewhere, and one switch here somewhere, okay? So they come through that meeting room, they come through the hall, they can turn them on and off. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, let's get on with it. Right, there's the old one that I left up there, look, that's what's gone faulty, and there's the setup. CPCs, got the neutral there. Switch line, not sure which one's going to be, so we have to just do a little test in a minute just to check which one it is. We'll whip it off, we'll get the new box put on, and then we'll just talk you through setting it up. Right, the box is mounted. As you can see, cables are really short and they are really tough. They're not twin and earth, they're twin and earth, but they're low smoke, okay? Earths are just in the old connector. That's the old switch line that links over to that one. So obviously either one triggers, it would have triggered the lights. Got my live and neutral here, which is my switch line and neutral out to the lights, and that's my neutral. And then the black flagged up brown is permanent feed to this switch. Obviously I'm in a box with a lid only accessible via screws, so I don't have to put the double insulation inside of this Kinetic switch. I've left this cover off because I want to show you. I will then screw this cover back on like that, and we'll set it up. Right, cover's screwed on. This is no different to like a double socket, you know, where you've got access via 2 screws. This has got 4 screws in it, so it's no different. Right, we can put that back on. That one there. Why has that not come back on? Why has that not come back on? Meeting plan, that's it, isn't it? Okay, something. Well, it turns out the cables were the other way around to what I expected. The black was the switch and the 2 browns were the feed, hence why the emergency lights wouldn't go off, because this is the feed to the emergency lights. James is now unpacking the 2 switches. So all I'm going to do is hold this for 3 seconds. We'll then get a red light. That's now in pairing mode. So if he now clicks it, that's now gone off. Now if you click it again, that'll bring the lights on. Click him off, and then if you unpack the other switch, mate, just here, yeah, if you unpack him, I'll put this back into. So we've got 1 switch on now. These receivers can pair up to 10 switches, so I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's in pairing mode, so if you click him and then click him, that'll bring him on. So then what we'll end up with is, I'll have 1 switch. We'll put 1 switch over here, look, like this. Ugh. 1 switch is going to go here somewhere, so they can come in and then put the lights on. And then James will have one over that door that he can do on and off. That's it. That is how simple that is. All we got to do now is lid that up, put a label on it, stick these to the wall. You can take these apart and screw them if you want. I'm not going to. I'm literally going to just stick them to the wall. And that's another little job done and dusted. So there's one. I've actually gone 1.3 because I don't want these to get smashed. Look, I wasn't going to put it there because it's going to get whacked off. There's that one. And then same with this one, 1.3, because look at the chairs stacked up, yeah? Put it any lower, put it any lower, they're going to get whacked. So we put it at 1.3, nice and straight. These are really tough. We'll put a label on these, light switch, and then we're just going to label up that box, Kinetic receiver. We might even put a label on the board saying Kinetic receiver, you know, do not insulation resistance test, something like that, just for the next guy. Me and James were just saying, imagine if we had to either chase these cables in, so 1 switch there, 1 switch up the other door, get cables up into this loft, or even if we had to do it surface, drop some trunkings down, cables round here, neatly clipped and over into this loft, down to this box. We've done this in about half an hour. Was it half an hour? 40 minutes? Yeah. And this would take us at least 3 hours, getting the cables up, round, then drilling, making good, blah, 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 blah. It just saves you a lot of time. Let's just hope the longevity is there, but these things are readily available, so they are a time saver. Right, there we go. That's another job done. Yes, James, I can reach that lock up there. I'm not too sure. Oh, there we go. There's the box. All done, all labelled. Everything's sorted. See you on the next one. Take care. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you do, it makes James really happy, because if he gets 1,000 thumbs up, then I'll buy him a coffee. If he gets 2,000, I'll buy him a jumper, yeah? So give us 2,000 thumbs up and we'll get James a new jumper. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.